Virgo, hey, what is up? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back if you aren't. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are doing your weekly energy. Whoop, whoop. I hope things are moving fluidly and positively for you, Virgo. We're just coming into a new moon in Aries. It's a new zodiac year, the spring equinox. So a lot of opportunity to bring in abundance, plant seeds for the things that we desire to align with. So this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers, obviously welcome. Let's get into it, Virgo. The energy is timeless too, just in case you were wondering. All right, so temperance. So finding balance, not getting too evolved in the hubbub, the emotions. You know, it can be so easy to get sucked into the BS, right? Especially if we are a little bit more emotionally, psychically in tune. It's so easy to pick up people's feelings and emotions and what they think and feel, and maybe even what they're saying, about you to trusted friends, etc. I feel like some of this does end up affecting you, obviously, Virgo, with this Hermit energy. I feel like it's you really need to take a look and see the places that you allow it to throw you off balance. It's interesting because Virgo energy rules the 6th house, which is our health and wellness. And anytime we're not taking care of ourselves, it's so easy to get thrown off, right? Thrown off balance, think, feel, believe the worst kind of possible case scenario, etc. Ooh, Leo got this in the same position, the Hierophant. It's a lot about, kind of taking a step back and reminding yourself who you are, who you want to be, why you do what you do, how you're showing up in your life, etc. And, there is that line of morality and integrity that we all have to live, regardless of what we ascribe to, regardless of what we choose to make our lives feel happy. Obviously within context. I don't promote shady shit as a side note. But, I'm just saying, for each of us, it looks different. Happiness, fulfillment, life, etc., experience. And there is something about this where, it's easier said than done, right? To not let people, places, and things affect us. But there also is this element, Virgo, where sometimes we do let our emotions get the best of us. Sometimes it seems way worse than what it actually is, right? With that temperance energy. I love this deck. I love the way that they depict temperance, because it's kind of it can be the claws that dig so deep into you that are so painful, or it can be the thing that allows you to be more heart-centered, more expansive, etc. There's always going to be the people, places, and things that knock our energy down, that make us feel super tiny, super inconsequential. But at the end of the day, it comes back to how we show up for ourselves, the responsibility that we take over our life, We can blame X, Y, and Z until we're blue in the face, but we still have the control about whether or not we want to engage and how we want to engage. Yeah, so making plans, I love this. This is Knight of Swords, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is all about plans and action, making strides to move forward is what I'm hearing. Part of this element is very practical in regards to creating goals, having direction in our life, etc. We have to know what that is in order to make it happen. I feel maybe you've been spending a lot of time, a lot of energy on the emotional side of things, where now I'm hearing this need to kind of rebalance, right? we get, actually, I don't even know how I missed this, but the Virgo, but Virgo is governed by the Hermit. So taking time within, right, and really looking at yourself and how you show up. What do you need? This is also about intuiting what you need to move forward, you know? Maybe you need a little bit more love and support from those that surround you. Perhaps you have been too self-protected. Maybe that Temperance energy has forced you into that space, not really trusting the people, places, and things around you, putting your walls up. And yeah, I mean, if people are being shady, we do need to do that, right? But then at the same time, there also is new opportunity coming in, new love for some of you. This might be a new relationship, something that is really heart honoring, something that you've asked for, someone who's kind of been thinking about doing this for a while. Yeah, there's that Knight of Cups. So we have Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, lots of water energy on the board. Someone who's had their eye on you and wants to find that connection. Yeah, definitely wants to partner up with that Hierophant energy. The Hierophant came out a lot in the Leo reading. You could be paired with a Leo or on that Leo-Virgo cusp. The Hierophant is all about kind of like coming together, having the same ideas, morals, values, belief systems, etc. Lots of people, guys. So you might have found yourself in a situation that you were being triggered, right? Left and right. Maybe it affected a lot of different parts of your life. This is someone who definitely wants, gosh, dude, this is like all court card energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 9 cards. It's all court card energy. So there was a lot of people involved in this, right? Like maybe, like I said, it feels like it hit on a lot of different areas in your life. I think actually seeing the fruits of your labor starting to pay off is perhaps making people feel a little bit nervous, anxietous, not really 100% certain how it's all going to work out for you, you know? But like I said, I mean, you're making it happen. If this is not a love offer coming in, it's being able to connect a lot more intentionally with the work that you're putting in. And I feel like also with this Judgment card, it's not just about, yeah, like we all have to recognize places that we let our emotions get the best of us. But I also feel like with that awareness, you're choosing a better path for yourself. You're choosing something that is more in alignment. And that's why we see this kind of fear and anxiety coming from these people that you're dealing with. We have Earth energy on the board, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, fire energy, water energy, air energy. It's all here. It's all here. But I feel like, you know, Virgo, you really had to dig deep. And, you know, if people, like, to me, a lot of what these situations are talking about is people were more focused, concerned on themselves, their own life, maybe not giving you the time and attention that you desired, etc. And it did break your heart. It was really difficult. These new beginnings, these things that you were working really hard for weren't able to come in. We see that with the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups on the board, going through big changes. You know, I feel like this completely revamped your way of seeing the world, seeing people, how people show up. You do not want to do this, you know, again, because I'm hearing that like some of these people weren't true friends, didn't truly show up in a way that you needed. And there was a lot of pain and a lot of struggle that came through with that. You know, we see that with the 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, feeling betrayal. And that's why it makes the Temperance energy that much more difficult. Like I was saying in the very beginning, when we can sense, when we can pick up what people are thinking and feeling, that can be overwhelming in and of itself, especially when we are, you know, a little more intuitive, or we have a practice of meditation. We can sense into the energetic world way easier. But I also feel like you're in a space where it's moving you to bigger and better things, right? Like, even though certain things didn't manifest how you wanted it to, it wasn't what you specifically desired, there is this element of being a little bit more analytical in how you move forward. And I feel like this is all stemming back. Yeah. Okay. So it's stemming back to how you show up, like, in your life, right? Like, what your end goal is. That's what I'm hearing. It's not about, you know, creating some type of, you know, it's not about taking a stance against injustice. Even if you feel like these people were unjust to you, even if you feel like they kind of screwed you over, that's where the picking and choosing comes into play. You still have to choose what works for you and your long-term goal, right? But it's also asking you to be really cognizant around what that is, who that is. Pick and choose your energy, right? Like, who you share this love, this connection, this affection with. Because when we have that synergy, I was just reflecting on this morning, when we have that synergy with someone, it makes it really way easier to have that dynamic of love, reciprocity, exchange. But like, if we're dealing with a bunch of people that, you know, don't really care, have their own agenda moving forward. Sorry, this is so janky. You know, it is very stressful and it is really overwhelming. But it's giving you peace. I love that. The message of peace. It is really giving you this peace, Virgo. And you're going to see movement in a direction that feels more heart honoring for you. And you get to pick and choose, right? Like, you get to pick and choose where you put your time and energy. It's just recognizing that, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes people are for you, sometimes they're against you, you know. Finding the balance, finding the peace, even within the chaos, being able to respect life, people's choices. You know, it's not about walking around and judging who's doing what right. That never gets us anywhere, right? It actually kind of puts us in a losing capacity. And what I'm hearing for you, Virgo, is this energy is really, yeah, it sucked. You've had to dig deep. You've kind of been thrown off, you know, like you're thrown off kilter with everything that's unfolded. All these people, all these situations that made you probably feel like you were being left high and dry. But Spirit's asking you to tap back in, tune back into what is authentically you. You know, because really when we peel back the layers, right? This will be my last little nugget. When we peel back the layers, it's not about removing the people, places, and things that frustrate us or trigger us or whatever. They're always going to be there. It's more about learning how to deal with it. And at the end of the day, like, yeah, we can speak our truth, but the more we have awareness, the more we understand situations, the more prone we are to love and respect, even if that person is doing us wrong and dirty, you know, because it's on them. It's not about you or your life, etc. So I really hope that this helps, Virgo. I'm sending so much love and blessings to whatever you're navigating with. Thank you so much for tuning in. All the love and support to the channel. Definitely give me a big thumbs up if it resonated. Drop comments below. Yeah, sending all the love. Happy new moon today. Lots of blessings your way.